Now we are discussing here regarding the demodulation of the pulse digital modulated signal. This is paper EL 6503, Unit 3, Lecture number 5. Demodulation of pulse digital modulated signal. The demodulation of PCM means pulse code modulation. The demodulation of PCM is straightforward. The figure shows the block diagram for the reconstruction of the analog signal in case of PCM. This is your block diagram. PCM signal, it is our input. At the output side, we are getting the analog signal. That means it differentiate these two with the help of this digital to analog converter. That means this digital signal, it is now converted into the form of the analog. Figure shows the block diagram for the reconstruction of the analog signal in case of PCM. For obtaining PCM from the analog signal, ADC was employed. ADC means analog to digital converter. Therefore, to obtaining the analog signal from the PCM, the reverse ADC, which is named as DAC, the reverse of the ADC, that means DAC. Reverse of the ADC means DAC, which is known as digital to analog conversion is required. Hence, the binary words are applied one at a time to the DAC circuit. Binary word, it is applied to the DAC circuit to obtain the equivalent analog value. How close the reconstructed analog value to the original depends on the amount of approximation errors introduced due to the ADC and DAC conversions. By the proper choice of binary word length, it has been found that the errors are indeed negligible from the perception point of view. So we can say that first of all, the analog signal converted in the coded, that means in PCM, then this PCM, it is converted into the analog with the help of DAC, digital to analog converter. When it is built up with the analog to PCM, very small amount of the error. So again, when it is converted from the PCM to binary, again there is a very small amount of the error is given, which is negligible. The block diagram of demodulation in case of DM is given in the given figure. Now we are discussing about the generation of DM signal. So for this is your input signal. I change the page. This is your DM. It is given to the plus or minus delta, then it is given to the converted analog signal. Again there is a accumulator. In between these there is a accumulator, and this is given to the here. This is the figure of generation of DM signal. Now the block diagram of demodulation in case of DM is given in this figure. Here the DM needs to transmit the first sample and then the DM wave. By combining both, the analog signal can be reconstructed from the DM wave in the following way. The second sample is constructed from the first sample by adding the two plus or minus delta, by adding the plus or minus delta. The second sample is then stored in the accumulator for future reference. The third sample is constructed from the second sample using plus or minus delta. The process is continuous till the last sample is reconstructed. The reconstruction of analog signal in case of DPCM, what is this DPCM? You know what is this DPCM? DPCM is differential pulse code modulation. Differential pulse code modulation. Differential pulse code modulation. So I repeat, the reconstruction of analog signal in case of DPCM is more involved and is illustrated in the figure given below. So we can see the figure of generation of DPCM signal. This is the figure of generation of DM signal. This is your figure. Now we draw the figure of generation of DPCM signal. So this is your DPCM signal. It is divided into two parts. First, unpredictable part, and this unpredictable part it is given to DAC. The second one is the predictable part. It is given to the predictor. It is given to the predictor. The output of DAC, it is given to the predictor, and the finally analog signal of original. We are getting the analog signal of original. The output of DAC, it is nothing but the analog signal of unpredictable path. The output of DAC, it is nothing but the analog signal of the unpredictable part. So this is the generation of, this figure is the thing, but it is the generation of DPCM signal. I repeat, the reconstruction of the analog signal in case of DPCM is more involved and is illustrated in the figure. The approximate analog signal of the unpredictable part is reconstructed by DAC as in the PCM. This signal is used as input to the block constructed using the predictable part, and the approximate version of the original analog signal is obtained at the output of this block. So here this DPCM, it is divided into two parts, unpredictable part and predictable part. Unpredictable part is first given to the DAC, first given to the DAC. DAC means digital to analog converter, and then here it is converted into the form of analog. So output of DAC, it is nothing but analog signal of the unpredictable part. What happened in predictable part? This predictable part, it is given to the predictor, and again this output of the DAC, it is also given to the predictor, And finally we are getting in the output, this is your output, analog signal of the original, analog signal of the original. In this way, this is the generation of DPCM signal. This complete your chapter. We are just summarized. We are just summarize the chapter. This chapter describes the various pulse modulation techniques. The PAM, the first one is the PAM, is described first, followed by the PWM and PPM. The PCM described next, followed by DM and DPCM. PCM described by the followed by DM and DPCM. As illustrated in the PAM is nothing but the sampling process. PCM is nothing but the ADC. PCM is nothing but the ADC. The approach for the reconstructions of the message signal in case of pulse modulation are relatively simple compared to the demodulation of the continuous wave modulation technique. Modulation techniques. That's all. This complete your chapter. Thank you.